oftentimes the problem is our ignorance. I remember there was a phase where I would get frustrated at the fact that it was impossible to move forward, right? So I would look at the numbers and say, dog, there's no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I would just say there's no fucking way. And then you begin to, because that is a reality, you begin to make this thesis around it being impossible to move forward and the system is against you. It's not that it's against you, but you just don't know the fucking rules. You don't know what it takes in order to move forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the framework in which I help local business owners. The framework in which I help local business owners understand AI. And it's easy to just, not really be positive and optimistic when it's easy to not be positive and optimistic when you don't have the solution, right? It's easy to just, like, if you don't know, you're just not going to be optimistic about the solution. You know what I'm saying? It's the more you know, the better. And that's what it's about. It's about knowing and about being informed. So I just want to, at least do my part as an individual. I got to make sure that I inform people, even if I sound stupid. I got to inform the people that never will have an opportunity to know this information, right? So, like, yeah, I got to still go through the bullshit. I still got to go through the people that are going to talk shit, the people that are going to expect a perfect delivery, right? So you're going to have those people, but I got to make sure that I stay strong for the people that I relate with, my audience. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's 1, 2, 3, 5 people that I could influence, for me to not continue doing what I'm doing based off some fucking idiot that is prejudging or just making fun of somebody, man, that's me not doing the universe justice, right? So, like, I would be taken away from somebody's opportunity to learn and move forward. So I'm gonna keep growing, man, and I know I got value. I know I'm good. I know I give a fuck, and that has been proven just based off me being a good employee, right? So I have worked for companies most of my life, and I proved to myself that I'm a good person, bro. Like, I actually give a fuck about a business. I give a fuck about customers. I give a fuck about image. And when I say image of a company, but not in the standard of like, I'm not talking about image like I'm talking about like personality image, you know what I'm saying? Non-physical, trying to look perfect for a company. But when it comes to respecting customers and not talking bad about the company that I'm working with and trying to make them look good, I've proven to myself that I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had a lot of situations, even as a tow truck driver, I've had a lot of situations where I could have easily sold out and the owners and stuff, and I choose not to. I just chose not to. I chose to still do good by them and try to help them with the image of their company. So that's just my nature. You know what I'm saying? That's just my nature. That's just my nature. You know what I'm saying? That's my nature. So I want to extend my learnings to the world. And I'm noticing that my subscriber count is going up, and I have a duty. You know what I'm saying? That first one to from 1 to 1,000, it was simply me just taking action, proving to myself that I could do it, that I believe in myself. It was really a battle between me and me. You know what I mean? Because from 0 to 1,000, ain't nobody really listening. So what you saying doesn't even matter. And then if I recognize that what I'm saying doesn't matter, bro, your comment is like really non-valuable or non-existent. It just doesn't bring any value at all. It's almost irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's almost irrelevant. So
I say that shit because a lot of times we get shit confused, man. We really get shit confused, man. And we think that, like, we so selfish. You know what I'm saying? We real selfish. It's like, okay, so this person delivering a message clearly is trying to say something, but because they're not sharp as me or they don't speak as clear as me, sometimes we tend to block that individual off, just cut them off. Which I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't take the time to listen to people that I don't really understand, whether they're just speaking another language or maybe they're not smart enough or too smart. Regardless, you know, I don't listen to everybody, but I definitely don't bring those people down. I definitely understand that those people have an audience that they're impacting. You know what I'm saying? I also understand that regardless, it's like saying this, it's like, a good example that I give is I never really understood how people could talk shit about an athlete that made the league. It like, bro, I don't care what you got to say, bro. I don't care what you talking about. This man is in the league, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in the league. Out of all the billions of people in this world, he had the work ethic to get in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to make sure to like, I try not to talk bad about people because I know everybody's in a different place. I'm not saying I've never talked bad about people, bro, but it's not my default. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not my default. In fact, to the point where I noticed, I caught myself judging people, but only inside. You know what I'm saying? I was judging. I wasn't vocally saying it to anybody or anything, but I was judging people internally. Like, I'll be like, specifically with bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was filtering. Like, it's crazy. It's so subtle, right? Because we out here, we trying to get some cheeks and shit. So I realized that I was looking at every girl, just judging. If she wasn't cute, in my head, by default, she was throw. She was ugly. She's not my type. And I didn't even realize how judgmental I was, even in that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about, you know, you could have an opinion. You could think what you want, but I don't have to look at it's the way I was looking at the world, right? So, first of all, every girl in the world is not to fuck, at least for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I can't look at the world through a lens of I'm either fucking or I'm not. Like, that's just a wrong mindset. And I know it's wrong because it's a direct correlation to my thought process behind women. Every time I see a girl, it's either she bad or she's not. And that comes with I'm either fucking or I'm not. And that's not, she's not the opposite of me not fucking. Like, if she's not fuckable, she's still a good person, or she may have a lot of value. So in a sense, I caught myself judging, because think about it, I know I wouldn't fuck every girl. So it's like, all right, I'm always looking at girls and shit, and then every day I'm looking at girls I wouldn't fuck. So by default, I'm over here judging people like on default, on autopilot. I'm sitting here judging people. And I caught on to that. I'm like, bruh, it's like, I don't really mean to judge, but like, she's not my type. You know what I mean? So now I just started in my head, I'll say something like, oh, she's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful soul, just not for me. You know what I mean? So I try to say stuff like that in my mind instead of the default judgment or criticism that I would have when I wouldn't fuck, or when I didn't think she was cute enough to smash. You know what I mean? And sure enough, man, I realized, like, I be sparking decent conversations with some of the, like, they be some of the coolest people. I'm not saying they're faithful. I'm not saying all this or that, but a lot of the uglier girls, bro, they got a fucking head on their shoulder, bro. They're like, I'm like, what? Bro, I swear, I be talking to some girls, And in my head, now that I'm going through this like understanding, at first I wouldn't even strike conversation. You know what I mean? I just, what the fuck's the point? You know what I mean? I don't want to smash, so why would I talk with you? But now I like, I'll test it and I'll just strike conversation with a girl that I don't find attractive. And I realize, bro, these girls are smart, bro. They like, you know what I'm saying? They like normal. You know what I'm saying? They just normal. You know what I'm saying? They smart. They not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Usually the girls with the big ass that are fucking dumb, bro. Big ass and big tits. You know what I'm saying? They're just fucking stupid, because not all of them, but most of them, though, is just fucking dumb, bro. They can't hold the conversation. And it's crazy because I don't really give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? I low-key would be okay with just you bend the fuck over and I smash. Like, low-key I would. But that's not the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? You actually have to have a conversation. So if I'm going to opt in to conversing with someone, it ain't going to be on some bullshit, negativity, drama bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to talk about what I got going on, what I'm working on, what I'm building. And if you don't, I'm not expecting you to be proficient in my field, but bitch, if you can't contribute, if you can't even add any value, any idea, anything that's going to grow or bring that anything that's conducive to growth, then to me that conversation is almost pointless. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these girls, they're so used to being questioned, and they're just used to being interviewed. They're used to being put in a position of being asked specific questions. And man, I'm done with that model, bro. I'm done with that model. I'm gonna just keep living me, man. Like, if you want to fuck with me, you see how I am. I'm not walking on no fucking eggshells. This is how I am. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot better in other areas, but I use this as my filtering mechanism. If you can't fuck with me in these videos, then we don't need to be rocking in real life anyway. And that's a good thing for both you and me. We gonna save each other a whole bunch of time. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. Like, I'm not saying that I can't change and I don't got areas that I could improve in, but I am saying this is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. There's one thing I know about me is, and I learned this through my relationship with bitches. I'm 100% cool with changing. But the second that you try to tell me what I should be improving or changing, bro, I'm opting out. I'm like, nah, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And even if I know I gotta improve on that or change it, just because you think, and you gonna come at me with all, you making the situation worse. So why I say this is because my default is to try to get better and improve in different areas. I'm constantly trying to improve. Yeah, I know I got fucking areas that I can make a change right now, and it's up to me and shit like that. But what gets me is I'm not changing on nobody's timetable, dog. Like, that shit doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like, oh, okay, you randomly you notice this flaw or whatnot. Like, it's just crazy to me what people expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I went on a date with this chick. Haven't seen each other for years. And, bro, I swear to God, bro, like the first 3-4 sentences, bro, just criticizing, just suggesting things I needed to improve. And I'm like, bro, like, first of all, you don't even know what I've already improved. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know what I've already improved, let alone we just reconnecting. You're going to start pointing out more things I need to improve. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. That was the last time we ever seen each other again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is like, I'm fully aware that I got areas I got to improve in, but they're not going to be improved on your timetable, bro. Period. And on top of that, okay, what's the benefit of it? If you know you need to improve, why don't you just improve yourself if you know it's going to be better? Well, bro, like I said, you could do anything you want in life, but you can't do it all at once, right? So you could do anything you want in life, but you can't do it all at once. So with that being said, all right, cool. I make changes. All right, cool. I'm making changes. I'm making adjustments, little pivots here, little things that I could improve in. Great. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. I'm gonna just keep improving it in the way that I've been improving. And you know what, dog? If at the end of it, I don't eliminate whatever thing outside forces, people outside of me see that I need to change or whatever, because everybody always sees some shit that I need to change. So if I don't get to that by the time I'm done, well, I ain't get to it. But I'm not fixing myself on your timetable. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I'm not, bro. I got stuff that I've improved, and I got more things that I'm working on, and I look at it from a primary, second, tertiary perspective. So, you know, there's not like I have this personality, and I'm learning it about me, bro. It's like I don't be wanting to do anything until I get that, right? I don't be wanting to do anything until I get that, and I be blocking shit off, bro. Like a lot of that nigga smart. A lot of my, like, there's some important stuff that I gotta take care of every day, bro, and I be neglecting it, bro. A lot of stuff that's important in life, day to day, I neglect, and it's not good. But I be putting shit on the side until I accomplish my goal. And then one would argue, like, well, why don't you just put all the negative stuff aside until you accomplish your goal and accomplish it faster? Again, it's one of those things where I'm struggling, and I could improve and develop self-discipline, and just areas that I got to improve in just to keep it a stack. But yeah, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. But nobody gonna tell me to fucking sit here and adjust this and do that, because now you playing their game. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's just say hypothetically you listen and you make that adjustment. You change whatever the fuck they wanted to fit in or to do business with them or whatever. Now you live in a life of like a life of like, it's just not the life that I want to live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, I just don't, I've been there, bro. I've been there. When you operating under other people's rules, you know, other people's expectation, is like, it's good, short-lived, but it's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want, if I'm gonna be a good person, it's because I chose to be the good person, to eliminate whatever the fuck I need to eliminate out of my life. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's a choice that I made. You know what I'm saying? Same with, I'm gonna tell you guys this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the truth is, man, I never said this shit out loud, dog, but I'm gonna say this shit. The truth is, a lot of niggas actually, so, well, it depends, man. It depends what phase you're in. But the point is that it's like a reverse psychology thing, bro. Like, a man, he cool with just one chick. As long as she ain't annoying and shit and she doing her thing, like, he cool. He could be good with one girl, dog. He could. You know what I'm saying? A dude could actually be good with one girl. He could. But why? You know what I'm saying? Why do that? Why do that? I lost my point. I'll see you later.